I'm going to show you how to make this delicious loaf of gluten-free plain white bread. It combines cornmeal, buckwheat flour, rice flour and potato starch to make a really easy loaf of gluten-free bread. It has no xanthan gum, it's absolutely perfect for sandwiches, for sweet and savory spreads, and it's delicious. I'm going to show you exactly how you can make it. Let's go. So the first thing you need to do is put 560 milliliters of water into a bowl. Add 7 grams of dried yeast and sprinkle a little bit of sugar, about half a teaspoon, over the yeast. And then let this stand for about 10 minutes until the yeast is activated. So whilst the yeast is activating, take another bowl, and in that bowl, put 160 grams of cornmeal. So this is the actual flour of corn. It's not cornstarch or corn flour. As you can see, it's really beautiful and yellow. Then add 160 grams of buckwheat flour, 130 grams of rice flour, 120 grams of potato starch, 10 grams of psyllium husk, and finally 10 grams of salt. Now, when you've got all this, grab a whisk and just very gently mix all these flours together. That's going to make it a lot easier when you add them to the water. Going to make it a lot easier for you to blend the flours in. Okay, now you've done that, it's time to check your water and yeast mix. Now, as you can see, there are little bubbles that are forming on the surface of the water. This is the yeast that's activated. It's sort of come alive, and that means that it's ready to go. Now, first add a tablespoon of olive oil to your water and yeast mix, and then add your flour mix to the water and yeast. Now grab a spatula and mix it thoroughly. There you go. As you can see, this bread dough is actually a little bit thicker than my usual bread dough. It's still relatively liquid, so we are going to bake the bread in a cake tin as usual. So grab a cake tin. I've got a 25 centimeter cake tin. Grab a sheet of non-stick baking paper, very important, otherwise you'll have a big mess. I'm quite slapdash about this. I just scrunch my paper and then I unfold it and I press it into my cake tin, just like this. Then simply put the dough into the cake tin and there you go. You now have to let this rise. Obviously, do not bake it right away. I let my bread rise in a warm and humid environment. So I usually either put it into my cold oven with a bowl of steaming hot water or on the rise setting of my steam oven. You can also simply put it in a humid corner of the house. It will work really well. So that's it. I'm going to let it rise for about an hour. Okay, so there you go. After about an hour, look at this. The bread has risen beautifully. I'm heating my oven up at 200 degrees Celsius. And as soon as it's hot, I'm going to put my bread in and bake it for 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. So after 40 minutes, take your bread out of the oven, take the bread out of the cake tin, just like this, pull the sides of the non-stick baking paper down. Be careful not to burn yourself, because the bread is very hot. And then put the bread back into the oven for a further 10 to 15 minutes. So it gets really crusty
on all sides. Okay, and after 10 to 15 minutes, simply take your bread out of the oven. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? So now take a wooden board and place your loaf of bread onto the wooden board and make sure that it cools down completely before cutting it. That's really important. Otherwise, it's going to be all messy inside. Let it cool down before tasting it. And when your bread has cooled down, you can slice it. Look at this. Isn't it amazing? You'll find that the bread is crusty on the outside, soft and moist on the inside, and just delicious. Okay, and now it's tasting time. It's delicious. This is really a lovely loaf of plain white gluten-free bread. The taste is nice. It's not too strong. It's quite neutral. It's perfect with savory toppings, with sweet toppings. Pretty sure you're going to love it. As usual, you can cut slices of this bread and freeze them and then pop them in the toaster in the morning, or if you want a quick snack. But if your family loves it as much as my family, you won't have time to freeze it. It will be gone in no time. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, I'm pretty sure you will enjoy this one next. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.